Hi guys, I'm Georgia.
I'm Lauren.
And this is our first ever couch talk. Okay, let's get started. Okay, now we have a quick Q&A. These are some of the questions that you guys have submitted, so here we go. All right, question number 1. How have you had to adjust your lifestyle and what kind of support do you get?
Adjusting my lifestyle. Diet had to completely change. So before it was more like a low sugar, high carb diet. Now it's like low sugar, high carb, low potassium, low phosphate, low salt. Like going out drinking all the time, like going out raving and drinking and stuff. I don't do so much now. Really looking at what I'm eating and stuff that like my body doesn't like, which makes my gastroparesis flare up and I start vomiting and stuff. So, all right, eating certain foods, yeah, that made me sick that day. Cut that out. What support do I get? I get a lot of support from the hospital. I have a good like cardiology team, good renal team, diabetic team. I have therapy once a week. So I do get a lot of support in terms like from the hospital, and I get a lot of support from family and friends as well. So yeah, I can't complain.
Beautiful. Question number 2. What's your day-to-day routine like with like dialysis?
Gosh. I do dialysis every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I do the twilight session, which is from 6 p.m. and I have dialysis for 4 hours. So depending on what time I get on the machine, sometimes I get home about 11:30. When I was working, I'd go to work, come home, chill for a bit, go to dialysis. Tuesday, Thursdays, and the weekend are my favourite days because I don't have to go to dialysis. But pretty much like I have to plan things around dialysis, like make sure I'm not doing anything or going out with my friends on dialysis days because the day then has to be cut short because I have to get to dialysis. So I spend most of my time at the hospital really, but this is just for the meantime.
Yeah, just for now.
Yeah.
Definitely. Lovely. Another question. What advice would you give your younger self?
Take better care of yourself. Nothing you went through was your fault. And keep going. Just keep fighting. Never give up.
Lovely. Okay. What advice would you give yourself in 10 years?
10 years from now. What advice would I give myself?
Yeah.
Keep taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Don't stop doing that. Just keep, because things have gotten better, don't stop. You're doing amazing. And you are a strong black queen. Keep pushing, girl.
Know it, girl. That's true. Strong black queen here. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. What is your diet like?
You're really gonna ask me that?
That's what somebody's asked. They said, "What's your diet like?" You did kind of say.
Maybe that's the lesson God is trying to teach me, because my diet is still really bad. You know, not really bad. It's better, but it could be like under a tighter belt. But like I follow it to some extent, and then other days I'm just like, I'm gonna have 6 bags of crisps because you know, crisps are my favorite.
Oh my gosh! And that's
like so high in salt.
Yeah,
but they're my favorite. I try so hard, but I just can't help it.
Jeez, you should do it like how people do in gym. You know, you have like just one cheat day, and then the rest.
Yeah, rest.
Would that work? Does that work the same?
Do you know what? I feel like my cheat day, I'd go overboard.
That's the key, not going overboard on the cheat day.
I would though.
Got to be careful.
I know.
Does your mental health fluctuate a lot?
Before it did. I found that I got to a point where I didn't care about anything. Like anything had to be better than dealing with what I was going through and how sick I was. You know me, I like to doll up and do my hair. I stopped doing my hair. I was wearing like house clothes all the time. I just did not care, and then it got to a point where I was just like, you're not gonna feel better if you keep yourself like in this place. So do things that feed your soul, do things that make you feel good. And I found slowly my mental health started to get better, and therapy definitely helps because I can talk to her without worrying what I'm saying is gonna upset you or affect you, or obviously as my family you're gonna worry. But with her, it's just I can say and speak whatever I want to, and she'll give me advice, and that's it. There's no judgment there. There's no, I'm not gonna get a phone call, are you okay all the time. So yeah, that helps.
Yeah, lovely. Okay, good. All right. How did you find out you had kidney failure?
I didn't have all the symptoms. They said you would have like the loss of appetite, the dramatic weight loss. I just had the I was retaining a lot of water, so like my legs would swell up. Yeah. And I just put it down to, obviously I was working in a hospital at the time. I was on my feet for 12 hours a day, so I just assumed it was that. And then my kidney function dropped to like 26%. And they were like, we're gonna have to start thinking about a transplant. And then I went for some bloods done, and they took the blood, and I was literally just about to leave the hospital, and she called me. She's like, you need to come back, your kidneys are at 9% and we need to give you emergency dialysis. And
wow, so they caught it just in time, really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has it been hard finding new romantic relationships with your illness?
Why do you care?
That's somebody's question.
I'm joking.
It's someone's question. They want to know.
Is it hard? I mean, looking at me from the outside now that I'm like doing better, you wouldn't suspect that like I've got kidney disease and blah 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 whatever. But I mean, before I like not meet anyone, but get like into like something deep or whatever with someone, I do let them know like, look, this is the situation, and that gives them the choice whether, okay, yeah, I want to stick around, or no, that's too much for me. Let me exit left. Because the last thing I need is for someone to come into my life and then decide, oh yeah, this is too much. It's just added like stress that I don't need. So I mean, it's not hard, it's just a bit of like a difficult conversation to have, because you never really know how someone's going to take it.
Yeah.
And but it just shows what kind of person they really are. Yeah.
Definitely. Lovely. Okay. What has been your hardest battle, like with your kidney failure, diabetes, bulimia? Like how?
What's the hardest battle?
What was the one where you thought, oh man?
I think the hardest battle, kidney disease, has been bad because a lot of things have happened from there. But
what about even like the one where you said you was like you couldn't see?
That one was difficult, and that was scary. But do you know what I'd say might have been the hardest one, with the bulimia, because that was like changing my mind to be healthy. It wasn't just my body, I had to make my mind healthy as well. And that's
so what exactly
really
did
hard.
that entail? What is like the
that was like
bulimia?
a lot of like what bulimia is, or bulimia is basically, like in layman's terms, binging and purging. So you do a big binge on food and then make yourself sick. And it was all because of what was happening in my head and how I used it to help me cope with bad things that were happening in my life. And it was more of a control thing. I felt like I didn't have much control of what was happening in my life. And the bulimia, that was one thing I could control because that was all done on my terms. I chose what I ate. I chose how long the binge was. I chose how much I ate. And then I chose when I'd vomit and if I'd binge again or if I didn't want to that day. So it was more of a control thing for me. But that was definitely a really hard battle because I had kept it a secret for so long.
So it was by yourself?
Yeah, I was very isolated at the time, and as much as I wanted to tell people, I didn't know how anyone would take it. Yeah. And how would I explain it to anybody? So yeah, that was definitely hard. But the eye situation was difficult. Yeah, that was difficult.
You remember you just like voice noted me like, I can't read what you're saying, dude. Just you go on voice note me, babe. Oh, sorry. Yeah. And that was it for the comments. If questions, if anybody has any more comments, any questions, please leave it. I'm sure Lauren will get back to
answer.
We might do another video, whatever. So please leave your questions underneath. Okay, now we understand, Lauren, you have an announcement for the viewers. So
I'm pregnant. And the journey is gonna have to change a little bit. I'll be doing dialysis Monday to Saturday now. I don't know why you're looking at that.
Is this a joke?
No.
This is the first I'm hearing this, guys. You're pregnant.
Yeah.
Mummy, no?
Yeah. So you can
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Pumpkin.
I'm only joking. What the hell?
This girl.
Guys.
Wow. Oh, that was good.
That was not funny.
That was a good way to end, isn't it?
No, that wasn't a good
Cow.